Remember that nuke that I left to catch all the stray bees when I picked up this yard? This is the remaining archive that caught all the strays from the arc hives within this arc yard. Look at all that spurge. They've been feasting on a flow of spurge, which has kept them going. Nice little boost though. With that boost, I think we brought the viability back in that colony. So I'm going to move it up and I'm going to find the arc yard, which is sitting without a flow now. And I have a bit of feed on them. It's too bad they couldn't stay down here in this flow, but I have to get things moved around and ready as we prepare for that honey flow, which is just over there, 2.5 weeks away there, staggered all across the countryside. This morning's not as picturesque as it was about 10 days ago. Where is that sun? Blah. One strategy, and I preach this continuously, and it's really benefited my overall outcome on the operation, is we're going through and we identify units that are on the edge of fail for whatever reason. These guys, hey, look at the bees in there yet. There's probably 4 or 5 frames of bees in there. Through our last round, we assessed this colony as probably on the downward slide. It has a blue tag on top, so it was probably marked as a strong colony this spring. It hasn't progressed. It doesn't look like one of those colonies now. So there's obviously something going on in there. We assessed the brood nest. Yeah, it's probably failing. So that unit there is exactly the same as that empty spot there. Neither spot's going to produce me honey. So why would I leave that hive in that spot, just taking a place, just to make the yard look full? And we're not taking it as a loss. We're salvaging that unit. We're going to kill the queen, drop the queen cell, get it going again. And then, with the nukes they produced last year, I'm going to make around here, whenever we get a chance, drop, 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 and all these spots to provide an instant refresh, to fill in all these empty spots with viable units. And that way I can just flip the unproductiveness out of the yard and just press on that vigor. There she is there. So I want to hold her aside. The mowing crew hasn't gotten to this yard yet, which is kind of annoying, so how am I going to do this? She's not going to stay. If she stays on that frame, then I'm laughing, but she's not going to. So I'm just going to, where'd she go? Some of these queens, there she is. So this is one frame of brood I want to keep back home, where all we're doing is just trimming down this yard to make up enough nukes to greet the sales that are coming. Okay, so she's there. And I'm going to leave this colony with 2 good brood frames and then all the rest of the work they've done. And I'm going to split off 2 good brood frames. Shake a bees. Yeah, this colony has a lot here, so I'm going to take one more into the next split. Okay, so that's good. So I'm leaving these guys just viable enough that they're going to be able to rebuild, rebound, and make me honey later on in the season, while casting off a real nice nuke for me. Meanwhile, I can use a whole lot of equipment to use up my brood comb, get bees on it, protect it from the wax moth, put it back to work. Ooh, that's a bad comb. That is going to be rendered out. Sort in some honey. Okay, this nuke is complete. This hive is split. They were in 2 boxes, so I'll just leave them in 2. And we kind of pulled them back quite a bit. I definitely pulled the honey out of them, but they will be producing for us later on in the season. This nest will eventually build up with all the crops around end of July into August. I might even get 2 boxes of honey off these girls. Meanwhile, I've been able to create another nuke and just help, perpetuate that cycle that I'm always after. So yeah, just all the way down the line. That's what we're doing. There we go. Yard's all fixed up now, for the most part. That's all I can do. This is worth an early morning video. This queen, well, this is an archive. This colony was to do with the initial flooding event this spring. And after I cleaned up the mess, Carrie actually went down into the water to retrieve this box just to salvage. And the bees somehow were still alive, floating in the water for 3 days. How many bees would have been crammed up in the top there?
It didn't look like a lot. I didn't think she was going to survive.
So just the queen and, I don't know, 1 or 2 frames of bees floating on top of the water. We gave them a shake of bees just to freshen them up. We shook out the frames. We dropped a couple of frames. Did we even put brood in this one?
Nope.
No, we just merged this on top of a larger unit and brought her back to life. Can you believe it? Look at that queen. No wonder she floats. Doing a masterful job. Let's see here. Right packed. She's in the top box here. So she took the boost quite kindly. I'll get you to move her down. Living to see another honey crop.
Oh, don't panic. There you go.
All right. Well, can I get you to put that excluder in?
The first frame that you pull out.
Yeah. Can you believe it? There. You ready for the flow? Could be a little wider. Oh well. Yeah. 30 yards later.
Woo!
Shaking nectar today. Put you down. See this frame of brood.
A moment waiting for her to go. There we go.
Nice job. Hives are worked up very nicely. Nice. All right, can you shake one of these ones, see if we can shake some nectar? I don't know where it's coming from. Might be coming from a bit of everything. Alfalfa maybe out there. Clover's just poking through in places. Look at that shine. See if that'll shake.
Probably not.
a little dark to me. Must be a bit of everything coming in. See if this one will shake. Not getting a good nectar shake yet. I mean, that I can see on video. It's just starting to come in. There's a bit there. Honey, honey, money, money. So that one's done. I have to do this one. Carries on there. 4 more hives. 30 yards behind us. We are ready for the flow. I am going to the lake and Carrie is going to put on thirds.